Hey, what's going on, y'all? Today we're gonna be talking about the Capcom Cup 11 winner Kakeru at FGC. Um, he basically wanted to use Mai Shiranui in the finals, but had a fight with his wife. Yes, his wife. A lot of y'all be like, "Oh, you know, gamers don't have girls." Yeah, he had a fight with his wife about sticking with JP. So if those don't know who JP is, JP is literally like the JP Morgan of the game. He's super rich. He's zoning. I'm pretty sure if y'all have clicked on this video, you know who JP is. So I'm not going to go into a big explanation of that. But Maya Shiranui is a new character that you really couldn't have been that trained with. And when they got into the discussion, his wife quite literally was like, "Yo, there's $1 million on the line, and you probably play this game 8 to 9 hours a day. I need you to take home the bag." So he said, "Okay, wife, you know, you got a lot to say. You pay attention. You play the games. You sat on the sidelines. You let me play 8 to 9 hours a day," which is incredibly long for me. I'm just assuming. Most people that play Street Fighter 6 competitively, they put probably full time 9 to 5 time into that game. But he decided not to use the new character. He decided to use the old character, and he's probably gonna get JP nerfed again before I pick this game back up. But I just thought this was a great topic of discussion because when you do great in life in anything, obviously it's your own greatness, but it's really listening to the people in your circle that really help inspire and drive her on certain points that like they make your stuff pop just a little bit more. You feel me? Like you did it, but they tweak, they kind of guide you a little bit, and now you really pop it. You feel me? So I just let's get to the article. Let's get to the article. This was so wholesome. I was just like, you know, let's toxicity, more wholesome content. You feel me? More wholesome stuff. So give me 1 second. Gotta make sure it's working. Yep, there we go. This is reposted by Event Hub, so actually just click the link and just go to the website. So Kakeru wants to use Mai Shiranui. We went over that. Capcom 11 concluded with ISBSG. Kakeru walking away with $1 million grand prize this past weekend. Throughout the entire event, Kakeru exclusively used JP, even though there were a few doubts about the character's viability after various nerfs over the course of Season 2 for Street Fighter 6. And that's why I make the joke about JP getting nerfed again. He's already been toned down. He's already been nerfed because, let's be honest, the most hated character on any game is a trap character. It's not a rushdown character. It's not just a zoner archetype that pushes you away and you can't get in. It's the person that lays out literal obstacles that sit there and make you think and make you make decisions that everyone cannot stand. I know this for a fact because when I play MK1 and I play Sub-Zero, people be screaming, yelling, hollering, punching a hole in the wall, and cussing me the hell out because I throw Ice Clone. So I know for a fact JP's getting nerfed again. I'm calling it right now. Before we get Super Street Fighter 6, JP's catching another nerf. Just get ready for it. Don't complain, don't scream, don't holler. He literally won a $1 million cup with the most hated character in that game. It's not Ken, it's not Luke, it's not Jury. They hate JP the most. I promise you. Just because of the projectiles, and I promise you they hate him the most. But continuing into this article, because that was a little side tangent, you feel me? Ultimately, nobody ended up using Mai Shiranui in the top 8 bracket as she is the newest playable character in Street Fighter 6. However, it turns that Kakeru almost pulled out on the SNK guest near the end of his run at Capcom 11. Kakeru recently participated in an interview with Walker Plus following his big win at Capcom Cup 11. Translations are provided by the very own Nicholas Manjin Tinshanhan. I believe I got that right. In ranked matches, you'd be using Mai quite a lot beyond the interviewer. Was there any chance you would bring her at the Capcom Cup? It turns out that Kakeru's wife that convinced him to stick with JP. After all, there was a life-changing amount of money waiting for whoever took first place at the event. I wanted to use mine. That's actually the reason for me and my wife were fighting, which I mentioned on stage. Like, in the end, we decided together JP is going to work better. So I decided to stick with JP for the event. Of course, this would have been resulted in Kakeru being the second player to pull out Mai within the top 16 portion of the Capcom Cup, as he'd already made use of her as a secondary during the event. And Oil King and Liquid Nephew could also pull out Mai prior to getting eliminated before they could make it into the top 16. In the grand finals, Kakeru ended up going against 2G Blaz, legendary. Gotta cover Blaz later. Blaz has been really like killing the scene. A player that has only dropped sets to Kakeru himself by that point. Much to everyone's surprise, Blaz was winning all of his matches with Ryu despite also being proficient with Ken and Akuma. Of course, JP is considered to be a particularly challenging matchup for Ryu, so this worked quite favorably for Kakeru. Despite Blaz's momentum, Kakeru was able to prevail in the end. By this point, it's impossible to know that had Kakeru actually chosen Mai Shiranui. However, since he was able to win with JP, it's clear that he ended up making the right decision. So, really quick to the short and sweet of this article, right? Multiple times, I want you all to pay attention to something when it comes to competitive gaming. when you pick a character that everyone knows, which in this case, you heard how many people in the top level were literally playing Mai Shiranui. That means they know the frames, they know the punishes, they know the shimmies, they know the anti-airs, they know what toothpaste she brushed her teeth with that day. Meaning his chances of beating Blas with Mai Shiranui while he's playing Ken, Ryu, and Akuma were much less likely because all three of those characters are like the top 3 Shotos in the game, like bar none. And I promise you right now, a really sweaty Ryu is going to block and sit patiently. He's going to die on block before he loses this fight. And the thing about JP, which like I told you, people hate trap characters, the type of art style that Ryu is, which is a Shoto, but a defensive counter-based Shoto, right? He's going to hate a trap character because the trap character is not going to be like, oh, you've got the damage lead, I lose. It's like, no, if you do not constantly engage with me, constantly make the right decisions, and rush me down, and get the lead and keep the lead and keep it consistent, keep making the right choices, I'm going to win. Like, I'm going to set you up, I'm going to put you in a trap, and I'm going to reset you to death. That's what the trap character's mission is. It's literally space, shimmy, knockdown, Oki reset, which means when I knock you down, I'm basically setting up something else to stop you from getting up and mashing. And then getting back to work. But it's going to stop a lot of wake-ups, like uppercut spam. It's going to stop a lot of special move wake-ups. Like, JP really locks the game down. Like, it's a reason he's Bison's financial advisor. It's a very good reason. But last but not least, my favorite part of the video is when we go to Twitter comments, because Twitter be wilding. So let's get to it. All right, so we got Fabs from Mortal Kombat says, Fairs. Shred, $1 million on the line, listen to your wife. They are right 99% of the time. Man, he ain't, hey, they be on to it. I ain't gonna lie. They be on something special. I'm sorry, but she just doesn't look anything like Mai, so the wife was right. What? Hey, literally, this is what she said. You want to win? Pick a top tier. Like, she told him, quit playing, bro. Quit playing with her money. Better take his wife to a dinner right as an apology and thanking her for the win. Facts. Wait, is this really true? I thought they had an argument because he didn't buy her a ring yet. No. If that's the case, he made the right call listening to his wife. Facts. And that's why they probably will get married soon thereafter. Well, they are already married. Never mind. We're a timeline away from Blas winning Capcom because of Gooding. Y'all are goofy. I just seen this while watching Goofamonger talk about how some of the money is going into the wedding ring. It was a great decision. His wife is going to hold him against him for all time. Oh, I promise you, like, on the daily, she's going to be like, you were actually going to use Mai, and you almost lost $1 million. Like, every time he brings up an argument, because that's really what they'll do, they will remember the one time you were wrong and be like, hey, remember that one time when you were wrong? Yeah. Even though you sat in that tournament, I won the $1 million. Yeah, that's what she's gonna do. I promise you, that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna bring out this moment for all time. Like, because let's be honest, winning a tournament at that level is technically making serious amount of history. And outside of you just saying bragging rights, yes, I won a tournament, Street Fighter 6 is paying the most out of all these tournaments. So you're making $1 million that night. After taxes, a little bit less, but let's be honest, who don't want $700,000 more in their bank account for literally playing a video game? Because let's be honest, most people play video games, they're like, there's no money in video games. I don't see the point of doing this. It's like, when you have the opportunity meets chance, meets practice, meets dedication, and then you have a wife that literally tells you why in the hell are you using a character everyone's playing and everyone's familiar with versus the character that no one saw coming. Because that was the part where he got him, kind of caught him off guard. People haven't seen JP like at the higher level consistently, so they probably weren't even labbing for this character. They've been labbing for Mai Shiranui because they play Mai Shiranui. So like, when you play a character and you really play, especially for competition's sake, you know everything about it. Everybody don't know everything about JP. There's still tech being developed for JP. Like, it's not an end all be all. Like, he's truly a very complex character. Like, honestly. She's wise enough to know you gotta stick with the one who brought you to the big dance. Facts. Leave with the one you came to the dance with. I couldn't have said it better myself. He can thank her. She's good advice. LOL. Wife new ball and she could be happy, so he stuck to the plan. Facts. It says Mai the homewrecker. Y'all are goofy. This is why I love Twitter. This is exactly why I love Twitter. I mean, she was right in the end. I think Blas would have wrecked Kakeru's Mai. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, bruh, if you're fighting Ryu, he's gonna sit, wait, and bait. That's all he does. Sit, wait, and bait. And with this whole little green dash system, it's like, all right, let me sit, bait, and wait, and now you're in the corner, throw loop to infinity. You cannot sit there and throw loop JP to death. It's not going to work. He's going to snap his finger one time, And when that portal goes, you can try to grab him, but that little portal gonna stab you, and he gonna switch sides with you. Like JP got a little something different. He kind of play his own game. That's why I love trap characters. You have to play the game differently to their take. You cannot fight them like every other fighter. Maya Shiranai, there's not much she has outside of the EX little fan toss she has, where you have to basically block a second half later after you've already done it. That's the only thing I can say is like actually uber unique or special. But as far as like people saying that he would have like it wouldn't have mattered, I promise you we wouldn't be having this whole video. I'd be talking about somebody else in the top #1 winning $1 million. JP got that, he got that wild card factor, because most people don't understand how JP actually works or how the counterplay to beat him. That being said, hey, y'all see that subscription button? Yeah, it say subscribe, don't it? And if it say subscribe, you see a little bell notification? Go ahead and smack that. Hey, you see that Discord? You see that Discord link in the video? You see that the comment? Yeah. Go ahead and join. Join the army. You feel me? Join us. Join the armada. And then it's been Masketeers till next time. Peace.